Welcome back to the podcast where I'm Duran.
I'm Mike.
I'm Michael Sr.
All right, fellas, we're talking about a pretty hot subject. We're talking about would you tell if you saw your friend, air quote, underline, parentheses, your friend cheating on a girlfriend, spouse, whatever, if you going to say something? We're going to give you the floor for I say
I need to, first of all, we need to define friend. We
friends.
really need to, or is it just, if it's an associate, if it's someone that you just associate yourself, because a friend to me is a gift from God. And so when I call you my friend, that means that I'm willing to go out my way to help you to do this or that for you. And if I'm going to do all of this, then you got to realize that there's also a side of me that is going to go beyond, over and beyond my duty as a friend.
Absolutely. I
My
agree with you.
obligations as a friend. So I'm like this here. If you gonna be my friend, then whoever you are with can also fit into our friendly circle as well, because you are my friend, or because she is my. It could be a she. If she's my friend and her husband or significant other comes into our group, then I'm gonna consider him as a friend too as well. And so maybe we got different levels of friendship.
I don't
That's a
necessarily
whole
agree
other
with that.
podcast subject right there.
I don't
But
necessarily
we
agree
talking
with
about a friend. We're not gonna go with just a male friend. We gotta have, if we gonna have a female friend.
No, I'm saying I don't agree with just because I'm friends with you, like I have to be friends with your spouse.
No, I consider you
I don't
as not as for a friend in a such a way, but because if I wasn't your dad and you was my friend,
right.
then I consider Brittany as well as a part of my friend because of me being friends with you. See, y'all looking at it from a different perspective, I guess, because of age difference or this or that. Because back then, uh, when they would see something or this or that, they invite them over to the house. Family, they would sit down and eat. They do all of this together. So y'all looking at things from y'all generation, and that's why y'all can go that way at it. But
Well,
my age generation, when I see, or when, like, I have a friend at home, Pastor Tillman. It's my best friend. He was in my wedding.
yeah.
I see Pastor Tillman as my best friend. His wife, which is Sister Tillman, I see her as my friend too. She's my sister. That's my sister. That's my friend. I can almost tell her some stuff that I could tell Pastor Tillman because that's my friend. But now it's some stuff that it ain't my business to talk to her in that type of way.
So if
But she's still my friend.
if something happened where, and this is just hypothetical, Pastor Tillman and his wife split up, right?
Right?
Are you remaining friends with both of them?
Yes.
Okay, then that's a friend. But what I'm saying is, when Duran and his wife first got together, I respected her because she treated him good, and he's my friend. So out of the love and friendship that we have, there was a respect that was there, right? But it wasn't until I built a relationship with his wife, a friendship with his wife, that we actually became friends and now we're family.
But it's the same thing.
No, because in this instance, I don't think just because she's with him, that makes us friends or that makes me embrace her like she's a friend. Because
You
it
build
wasn't
that friendship with her.
it wasn't
You are the
until we
one to
built
build a
that, right?
friendship with her because you're friendships with him.
hmm But there are situations
You
where,
keep using but. I'm trying to.
however, there are situations where
Thank
you don't build that relationship with
Can
her
I ask
necessarily.
Duran what he think about this?
Yeah.
Duran, what do you think about this situation?
Well, we lived on both sides of the spectrum, so I'm gonna answer it. I mean, I'm not of the keen mind of being friends with somebody's significant other just because I'm friends with their husband either. Because it takes time. Like, y'all got your own relationship, and me and this person have been through some things, whatever we doing, whatever. I'm happy that you there, you support them, and you loving on him, you doing what you're doing. But I have to build that rapport with you before I just go out and say, yeah, that's my friend, and his wife's my friend too, because you might not mess with me like that.
And quite honestly, it takes years.
But the question of it is, you saying that's my friend.
Yeah.
We call them, see, in y'all young generation, I say that's my sister. And when I say sister, put that handle on it, that is just as close to a friend as one can be, is because of the relationship that I have with Pastor Tim. When I come to his house, his wife feeds me. We done watch movies together. We done laugh together, play cards together. We done all of this together because we are friends, and that's what friends do.
So let me take your best friend off the table, and let's put the pastor that you know here in Kansas City on the table, right?
Okay.
Would you consider y'all friends?
I consider me and Pastor Slack as we friends, but I don't think we are the kind of friends that who I be around all the time.
Okay, but you consider him a friend.
I consider him as he's a little bit pastor associate because I only met him on the cruise, and then
But y'all stayed in contact.
We stay in contact, but we don't talk that often. We may talk once a year.
So if you saw his wife cheating on him, you ain't saying nothing because y'all ain't friends.
I'm telling. About
The reason I'm going into this is because if you and him are considered friends, would you consider you and his wife friends?
I consider her as my friend. If he's my friend, she's my friend too. Oh yes, I do. That's the way we are. That's why I'm saying y'all looking at the age difference. See, because y'all are a new breed. Because when we came up, this is how the 45 or the 40 and over crew looked at things. You see, and y'all are under that, so y'all are considered as this new wave generation, new millenniums, and it's just y'all just don't think the way we did back then. Y'all
But
don't act the way we did.
We do think we've learned from y'all. We've learned from y'all mistakes.
Yeah, y'all did
right. Just because a leopard has a baby, don't mean that leopard ain't a leopard no more. It's still gonna have the same spots that the mama had and the grandmama had, right? Mm-hmm. And so when I say that, I'm meaning we don't put ourselves in the situations with our friend's spouse.
To see that's
by calling them
because
friends.
Y'all don't do that, and we do. Doesn't make it wrong or right. The problem is the way how we did ours back then, and then y'all don't do it back then. You can't say that we don't have a level of saying that, okay, if this is my friend, then that's my friend. Because y'all may not see it that way, don't mean that we did never do it that way. That's why I say a friend, I mean, what is your definition of a friend? And then what all are the stipulations? What are the duties, responsibilities as them being my friend? Because I had to learn the hard way that everybody who I call a friend may be associate. Mm-hmm. But because we throw that word friend around, we throw it around too light. but I had to go to Penn State for I can realize who is a true friend and what a friend is. And a friend is a gift from God.
Right, but aren't you throwing it around lightly by saying just because my friend is dating somebody, that she is now my friend too?
We didn't say dating. I said married. Or
But
even
your
if
friends could be unmarried though.
even if he's dating her, if he's been dating her, then we have grown a relationship. I will say we have grown a relationship so much to where I consider her as a friend. And if them two break up, don't mean that I'm gonna stop being friends with them because they broke up.
See, that's my issue because we lived that out. So I ain't gonna name no names. We lived that same exact situation out. And we had to have a conversation about that because Michael did. I wouldn't say he didn't understand. I just think we was at a different mindset at that time. So I was like confused because I'm like, "What's going on, yo? Why would you do that?" And he's like, "Oh, because X, Y, and Z." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you know, Mike, my main man, that's we've been rocking out forever. So that was a foreign concept to me. So when you say, oh, because you was friends with me, you friends with this person too, and then you gonna take it and say, oh, well, if y'all not doing whatever, that's still my friend. How can that be your friend? But you say you my friend if I'm not rocking with them no more. So then it play out and you were still friends with that person, and that person just stopped talking to you. So if everything was as good as you thought it was, why they stop talking to you for if that's your friend? Without me being in the picture. So I was the bridge that gapped y'all together because now you're not talking to that person. So who's here now and who not here? I'm still here. Where that friend at? So that's why I don't group friends and their partners into that friendship because you can't just reap the benefits of what me and him then build and had going on. Build your own relationship with me and we can keep it like that. We can get there.
Well,
You gonna get the brownie points essentially because he my friend. That's just a given. So I'm gonna respect the person that he's saying that he love or got feelings for. But when they come to you, just getting the same treatment as he getting, I'm not doing that.
Oh no,
and I will say this:
just
in
like
that situation, the biggest difference that I would say is that I think you were hurt still. You were still hurting in that situation when I hung out
like,
with a friend.
yeah.
But in that situation, we had also been friends almost all of our high school career and some. So it was like I had actually built that relationship, that friendship with this person too. So that's why I wasn't understanding it. It's like, well, man, like I know we've been cool for this long, but me and this person also been cool for this long. But there's still a certain amount of boundaries that have to be set with that. Because even though they're not together, like you said, he was still the bridge that started this friendship between us. And once that bridge is gone, yeah, we still cordial, we still high and by, we still friends. We'll talk here and there, whatever. But there's certain boundaries that that still won't be crossed.
But how long was they together then?
We can't do that because that's
was
a
a
little bit too much information. I don't want to point that person out.
If I'm friends with this person and they've been with this young lady for 5 years, and over those 5 years, we have become friends as well. But then all of a sudden they break up. That's the difference. Or if you say they've been friends for 6 months, okay, well then our friendship hadn't got that strong to where I still see her. I speak to her and this or that. I'll even give her a ride somewhere if she needs something or this or that. But what I'm saying is I'm not gonna stop being her friend because my friend and her didn't make.
No, I completely understand that. Just give context. I don't want to, other people be listening, whatever. But it was years, so I understand what he said that he built that context. But to me and how the friendship that we got, I'm like, I knew how that was gonna stop. Yeah, I knew how that was gonna go, and I didn't press him to like, you need to do that. But I was just like, we doing our thing, whatever. You can't put both of us in the same spot, knowing where we was, and then be like,
And the other part of that is I didn't know what was going on with them, so it was a little bit different because Duran kept a lot to himself at that time. So.
yeah, absolutely. But we lived that situation. But like I said, at the end of the day, who's still here and who not? I didn't make him stop doing nothing. Michael, a grown man. That person chose not to do that or act or whatever. The bridge that was keeping it rolling was gone, so it fell apart.
And on that note, we jumped into a lot this episode, but back to the original question, would y'all tell if you saw your friend cheat? Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on everything, and we'll catch y'all next episode.